Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for Game 5 in my 7-game series of Mad Hive and Hagore versus the world. Now, so far we are 0 for 4, and not too happy, I can tell you. And I think at this point I decided I was going to give up on early expansions because they seem to be getting me into trouble. Because not only do I lose the resources on the expansion, well, I might use those up anyhow, but you also I'm going to throwing resources into getting drones for my expansion just to keep my economy up, because if you're going to throw down expansion you need to saturate it. So all that I think was keeping me far behind. So I think in this game I'm going to stay on one base at least for a little while. And the map is Discord 4, which is nice because we have a mutual choke point, which Hagore is going to start blocking in right now. And he is of course the Teal Terran. Our opponents are Rebel, the Red Terran, and Jeevy, the Blue Zerg. I'm not really sure what that. We're going to just call him Jeevy, or maybe just call him the Zerg. So you may have seen in the comments I decided to go Hydras this game, because hey, Hydras are cool. And throwing down my spawning pool. Hagore is, yep, he is getting his barracks, and it looks like he's about to drop another supply depot. A little bit of a gap left there in the wall, but you can close that off with some units and whatnot. It's okay having a gap in your wall as long as you can block it off. And his counterpart over here, Rebel, is going to drop a his own wall down. Oh, he's gonna block Jeevy from getting out with his scouting drone. So that's kind of funny. Oh, and there he goes. At least I assume he's scouting. Oh no, he's gonna be doing an early expand. So I decide not to expand, and my Zerg counterpart says, "Ha, fine. Well, someone ought to." And he's got his spawning pool, getting his gas. Maybe kind of a late gas, so he's going to be stuck on, Zerglings for a while, I guess. If he gets any. Check the production tab. Not seeing any Zerglings. He's getting a queen out, and what am I getting out? Am I getting out? Yeah, I'm starting to get my lair out. Keeping my resources down pretty low, which is good. My minerals are starting to build up. But we'll be using them quite soon, I'm sure. And pretty standard wall off Terran here. Getting his Marines. What's he got back here? Getting a factory. Yes, I believe he said something about getting tanks. So, nothing wrong with little tanks behind your wall in. Part of what makes the Terran turtles so terrible. And there I go, alliterating again. Someone needs to stop me. Again, it's going more barracks heavy here for Rebel. He's got the reactor, so he's dumping. Oh, he's really pumping out the Marines there, and he's got his reactor. Is he going to get any upgrades or some Marauders? Maybe. Yep, he's going to go for some Marauders. And a couple. There's some Zerglings for Jeevy. Like I say, he's going to be on Zerglings for a little while. Well, now he's got his gas going. Is he getting his speed upgrade? No speed yet, but he is getting his lair. My lair should be done. My lair is done right now, and my... Oh, no, I'm putting a second hatchery in. I didn't want to early expand, but I'm going to need the hatchery because I'm going to need the larva. And there's my Hydralisk den. I'm getting... Yeah, and I'm just getting now a second queen for my second hatchery, because it's always good to have a queen per hatchery. Until you get maybe a ton of hatcheries, you may not need it. If you got like 5 bases, you may not need a queen on every single one, or maybe you do. I don't know. I don't usually get that many hatcheries. My Hydralisks are done. Oh, and I'm going to research the range upgrade, because you need the range on those Hydras. It makes them much more powerful. Oh, and these Zerglings are going to poke around. See, there's no expansion here. Check the income tabs. Looks like it's going to be Jeevy is the most because he's got an expansion. And Hagore's kind of he's kind of the lowest. Is he using his mules? Yeah, he's using his mules, so I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't have enough SCVs. Get a count here of SCVs. He's only got 8 SCVs. That's the problem. He doesn't have enough SCVs. He just dropped down another command center, so maybe he is going to expand. And getting his tanks out. He got the siege mode. I think he's got the siege mode completed. Yep, siege mode is complete. So we have siege tanks. Oh, we got a baneling's nest for GV. Be a very devastating force. Oh, he also has his hydralisk den. But while he is going to be changing up his build, it looks like, I am going pure Hydra. And they are just now starting to roll out. I'm also getting Burrow. Might be getting a little too much of everything. Check the units tab. 11 Zerglings, that's all he's got right now. He's got a Baneling's Nest and a Hydralisk Den, so I would expect that he would be getting both of those. I hope he's not just throwing down tech structures willy-nilly just because he can. Oh, we do got a small force here out in the center of the map for Rebel with 1 Zergling. And looks like he's scouting around. Oh yeah, no, that's good. He's using his Zerglings to scout, which is very good. But with most of his Zerglings scouting, it also means he has absolutely no offense. Looks like Hagore's ready. I got 3 Hydralisks right now. Ooh, 6 more about ready to pop. Where are those? There they come. So that's a pretty decent. Oh, this is kind of a scary force right here. Siege tanks with siege mode. Some Hydralisks to deal really fast DPS and hopefully protect the tanks. Hot gold. I've hit gold. Oh. I think I must have seen this expansion going up. Yep, there's my overlord. So I saw an expansion going up, and if someone's going for the gold expansion, it's a pretty good time to stop them because you're going to get out macroed if you're going to let that happen. Oh, what are these guys doing? Oh, they're going to be pushing out in this direction. I don't know where they're... Oh, maybe they saw this expansion. So they might be heading to this expansion, but just as we are going to hit this one... It doesn't look like this command center is ever going to see the light of day. Oh, but here comes that force. My Hydralisks are going to come around this side, and they're going to be up into siege mode. Oh, boom! Oh, and they are just destroyed. That is a lot of siege tanks, so they will tear through an army like that pretty quick. I mean, check the units lost now, and yep, Rebel is taking a massive hit. His whole army was obliterated. And I've taken no losses because... my Hydras are awesome, and they don't take losses. Oh, and these Zerglings are going to come in here, but Hydralisks are going to eat Zerglings for breakfast. Oh, but he's going to blow up his own tank. He probably should not have gone into siege mode until he cleaned up those Zerglings, because he just sacrificed the tank just to get into siege mode. When my Hydralisk would have just cleaned it up just fine. Oh, and I lost a Hydralisk. Well, that's depressing. But we have set up outside their base. We got a decent contain here. And I'm going to pull down... Oh, he does have some Hydras out now. Oh, those siege tanks are going to have my back because his Rebel tries to... Ooh, that's a lot of Hydralisks. Are they going to get enraged in those siege... Oh, no, he unsieged siege tanks, and I'm going to lose all these Hydras. But now the siege tanks are up. Oh, and they're going to take out the rest of the Hydralisks. Oh, it looks like I've decided to use some of the extra minerals that I probably have to bring out some Zerglings and, decide I don't want my Zerglings to get blown up by siege tanks, so we're going to wait for the tanks to do their job. Ah! Zerglings and siege tanks don't mix, even if they're your own. So he wants me to spot for his siege tanks, so I will do that. I'm going to squeeze through that hole as he pounds that barracks, and my Hydralisks are going to back up my lovely little Zerglings here. Oh, and he's going to close the door. A little late to close the door because I'm inside and your door is now destroyed. Oh, and a Viking. What is this Viking going to do? It's going to die. I'm not sure what that Viking was for. And so now it looks like... check production, and it looks like Rebel has lost all his production buildings. Oh no, he does have a Stargate, and not sure why he's producing a Raven. We don't have Cloak. But this Raven is not going to make it out on time. Oh, and it looks like GB's got some Hydralisks of his own. Oh, but I'm going to take out his Hydralisk den, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. But I'm going to lose another swarm of Hydralisks, but that's okay, we got more coming. And I think I saw he had Hydralisks out, so I think I think I'll pull back a little bit. Really could use these siege tanks to unsiege and come say hello to our opponents. Because I think now at this point, let me pause this for a second. At this point, oops, where am I? At this point, I no longer have vision. His Hydralisks drove me down the ramp, and I no longer have vision up there. I need these tanks to move forward because so they could hit there. They needed to move in just enough so I could get back up the ramp. Which is what I was hoping for. There's only 3 Hydralisks there, but I can't see that, and I'm afraid that he's going to rebuild. Now he's building Medivacs. Wait a minute, does he even have any... Is he going to build Medivacs for the Zerg units? Because he doesn't have anything but SCVs. Oh, and I believe that was our comsat thrown down so we could get back up the ramp again. Oh, he's trying to make some Banelings, but that was not a good place to be making Banelings. Check production tab, and now he's going for Infestors. I don't think that's such a good place. Oh, and Thor is here! But Thor is not going to stand up to my Hydralisks! Oh, just bringing some SCVs to repair way too late. I'm sure the Thor pilot is... Oh, and a Rebel's going to GG, or is going to leave the game. He doesn't GG, and GB's going to leave the game. And so finally, in Game 5, we finally take one with the Tank Hydra combo. So, I hope you enjoyed this one. We were pumped up because we finally won a game, and I think Hagore is like, let's do another! So let's get on to Game 6, and have a day.